Man, imagine being this confident to send out review copies of your game to people month before release. 1 full month, guys, and you love to see it. So if you don't know by now, Warhorse Studio, the makers of the beloved game Kingdom Come Deliverance, sent out review copies of KCD 2 to some content curators and gaming journalists to play and report back on quality of the game in every aspect of it and give it a score, the rating. There is a big problem / concern in that, but first let me tell you some points. The first point is the fact that Warhorse Studio did send out review copies this early shows their confidence in the game and its optimization. And not only that, it shows their healthy mentality. As you should know by now, the game is in the polishing phase, and maybe they wanted to do a mass test to see how a large number of people think about it, and if there is any problem they missed or they didn't encounter it themselves, now they can know about it and add it to the list of fixing and polishing, which also shows their mentality towards receiving criticism and their ears are open to receive reports regarding the game. Another point that I wanted to tell you, maybe some of you didn't know about it, Kingdom Come Deliverance as a project, it started as a Kickstarter project. Yeah, you heard me right, a Kickstarter. And so many at that time believed this could be a scam project. To be fair, just because it was the first game of this team and the scope of the project was so big and ambitious that people thought it could be a scam, and they were like, no one can make a game like that. I mean, an open world medieval game with realistic combat and a dynamic world, which was very impressive if they could do it, right? I mean, creating a dynamic world in an open world medieval game, which is basically a medieval simulator at that time, is insane, say the least. The project was big and developers were ambitious, but still people believed in this project. Maybe because the game director was a veteran of gaming industry, Mr. Daniel Vavra, who worked on Mafia 2, or that, plus the premise of the project was so appealing to people that they went and supported the project on Kickstarter, which we are all happy now that they did. I mentioned this point because I wanted to show you how committed this team actually is. If you know anything about Kickstarter and GoFundMe projects, high percentage of those projects never see the light of the day, and yet this team made a promise and brought it to a reality. They made it real. So they are fully committed to their projects, which that alone earns people trust. Now the problem, or better to say concerns, I have with sending out review copies this early. The problem or the concern is for those people who care about gaming journalists and critics rating numbers. Unfortunately, there are some gaming so-called journalists and critics out there who are searching for any excuse to ruin a reputation of a game and its studio. And I'm mentioning this because this is becoming a trend among gaming journalists and critics. This is the reason IGN doesn't have influence among gamers anymore. By the way, did you notice they are covering KCD2 more than they normally cover any other game? Are they trying to buy back their reputation or something? I mean, seriously, but who knows? Wink wink. I remember the time when Black Myth Wukong was coming out, and some gaming websites with somewhat good following said the game lacks in diversity, or the devs are sexist, or more other lies. Like, are you serious? The game is about the monkey man in Chinese mythology. What are you even talking about? What diversity? And that accusation of the devs being sexist turns out to be lie. So my dear friend, if you're watching this and you are one of those people who care about rating numbers, please be careful. Research about your sources. Warhorse Studio and all the people who work there are the few people left who are honest and hardworking in this gaming industry. I'm not saying Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be bad, and if it is okay and you have to accept it. No. All I'm saying is that the game can be crafted by the hands of the Lord himself, and yet there are some gaming journalists and YouTubers and critics that they will find an excuse to ruin the reputation of the game and its studio. And again, I'm mentioning this because this is recently became a trend among of these so-called gaming journalists and gaming critics and YouTubers. And you know what? If it is bad, the first people who will tell you it is bad with full honesty and full details, it will be Warhorse Studio themselves. I'm sure of it. And as committed as they are, you can bet on it that those mistakes and problems will be fixed really fast. They have our trust and they have our confidence. And this is a message to you, dear Warhorse Studio and Kingdom Come Deliverance team. It does not matter the ratings, we are your fans because you earned our trust long time ago. I already pre-ordered the game and I fully believe you will deliver something that will be a topic of our night gaming sessions conversation whenever we gather in Discord voice channel to talk and play games with our friends. A metric of measurement to show how a game should be made and can change lives, as the first KCD did change and literally save mine. I made a video about it and I put it here somewhere up here that you can click on it and watch if you want. And I congratulate you in advance and I want to thank you again for bringing such a masterpiece to reality. I just hope my potato PC can handle it. And a big thanks to you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give the thumbs up, subscribe for gaming related contents, comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Watch this video right here and never forget that I love you guys. Keep gaming and I'll see you guys in the next one. Timon out.